Hi, Ben here from Pest Protection Plus. And after 15 years in the rodent control world, we've learned that mice and rats are smarter than you think. We're here to bring you transparent advice, real world experience, and a bunch of research that we've learned so that we can keep you one step ahead to control mouse and rat infestations and provide helpful prevention tips.
Are you tired of finding unwanted guests in your garage? Rats and mice chewing and causing damage? Today, we're going to go over 3 easy steps to rodent-proof your garage. Rodents are always seeking 3 things: nesting material, warmth, and food. Your garage is a great spot for that. Once they get in, they have access to insulation and other materials that they can kind of gather up and make a nice warm nest in a safe shelter that keeps them protected from predators. From a food standpoint, it doesn't take much to feed a rodent. So if you have anything such as grass seed, bird seed, or even if you just store your garbage inside and there's a little bit of debris or liquid, that is a great snack for them. And the third thing, of course, it gives them warmth and shelter because they are fully protected. So your garage is the perfect environment for these mice to thrive because it does give them nesting material, heat, warmth, and food. Well, now let's talk about why you don't want rodents like rats and mice in your garage. The most obvious thing is that they're not sanitary. They defecate and urinate all over the place when they're moving around, and they can also carry disease. This can, over time, create an unsafe environment for your family. The second reason is that once they're in the garage and they get comfortable, they start to breed. Once they start to breed and the population increases, they're going to look for more food sources and further nesting material. And what's right around your garage is the rest of your house. So if you have a rodent infestation in your garage that goes untreated, it's very common that they'll use the shared walls and work their way through the insulation to get into your attic, walls, and then eventually people will start to notice them places like under the sink in the kitchen, the furnace room, and any other spots where there's heat, food, or shelter. The main reason that you really don't want these rodents in your garage is they can create damage. Not only do they chew things and can ruin products like bird seed, grass seed, any other food that's stored inside, they can also chew their way through bins and other things that are not fully rodent proof, making them unusable and contaminating them at the same time. A common call that we also get, especially in the winter, is that when people are driving, they'll pull their cars into the garage, park them, and then that's a nice heat source. And it's not uncommon for mice to go towards that heat source and not only get in your car to nest, but they can chew wires and cause other damage to vehicles and other things that you would store in your garage. Be sure to check out the video that we did on rodent entry points. We highlight the size of gaps that they can fit into and the very common gaps, cracks, and crevices that they commonly use to gain entry. We will link to the video below in the description. Okay, now let's jump in and go over the 3 easy steps that you can take to rodent-proof your garage and prevent mouse and rat infestations. The first thing you want to do is make sure anything that these rodents use as food is fully sealed. The 3 most common things we find in a garage are bird seed, grass seed, and garbage. You may think that being in a sealed bag, this would be enough, but rodents have an impeccable sense of smell and they can go and they chew through this plastic very easily. So anything that's like this, you want to ensure is not only sealed in something that is airtight to prevent the scent from getting out, but it also needs to be a material like glass, metal, or very strong plastic that prevents rodents from being able to chew their way in and access it. Once all of the garbage and everything else is fully sealed, you want to go around the outside and seal up the garage to prevent easy entry for the rodents to get in. You want to go around and look for gaps, cracks, and crevices and use things like steel wool, very fine mesh, or things like caulking to make sure everything is sealed. The rule of thumb with rodents is that mice will get in anything that a pencil will fit into, and rats roughly the size of a loony or toonie. So if you see anything, you're better off sealing it to make sure it's all blocked up. The third thing you want to look for is the weather stripping along the bottom of both roll-up and man doors. It is usually made of a rubber material. If that's chewed, that allows mice and rats to go in and out very easily. A note with this one is you want to make sure that the infestation is eliminated before changing the weather strip, because you do not want to install a new one and have the rodents chew their way out of the garage. Once you've secured all of the food sources, blocked up all of the entry points, the thing you need to do is install some form of prevention and monitoring. The easiest things to use can be basic mechanical traps. You can leave them baited in safe areas, have them set. This allows you to come in, check, and see if there's been any activity. You can use any sort of baits and have these all around. What we generally recommend is using a bait station. Bait stations are locked down, so it's safe for pets, safe for children. You need to have a key to get in there, but inside you have bait. Bait is cooked with a number of different foods and has a bunch of attractants that these rodents will come in, chew, feed, get a lethal dose, and then die. When you look at these stations, if there's no feeding on the bait, you know that you have had no rodent activity, and you can simply set it back, place it, and you know that you have prevention in place. Now let's recap what we talked about today. We went over why mice like your garage, because it provides warmth, nesting material, and food. We went over why you don't want rodents in your garage for the health issues and damage that they can cause. And of course, we went over the 3 ways to keep them out. Securing all food sources like bird seed, grass seed, and garbage in chew-proof and air-sealed containers. Going around the exterior, sealing up any potential entry points, gaps, cracks, crevices, and weather stripping. And of course, how you can use prevention to not only eliminate, but know that there are no active rodent infestations in your garage, using things like mechanical traps, and our personal favorite, tamper-proof secured bait stations.
Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to us on YouTube and follow us on our social media channels. Please go to the link below and you can download our free pest prevention calendar that's designed to keep your home safe from all pests seasonally.